My name is Catherine. I'm the Vice President of the Actera Board of Directors. Tonight, that is the hat that I am wearing. So it's a great honor to be here today, again, in a different capacity. I am honored to be able to present the awards for environmental innovation. And one winner is ChargePoint Incorporated for its fueling network of the future. As far as electric vehicle charging options go, ChargePoint's fueling networking of the future is really getting us charged up. Since 2007, ChargePoint has operated the world's largest and most open electric vehicle charging network. ChargePoint designs, builds, and supports all the technology that powers this network, from charging station hardware to energy management software to a mobile application. ChargePoint has worked with local organizations and businesses across all 9 Bay Area counties to bring EV charging to local communities with more than 18,000 places to charge in the Bay Area. And globally, ChargePoint has more than 58,000 total charging points. As of December 2018, more than 1.1 billion electric miles have been driven on the ChargePoint network, with drivers plugging into the ChargePoint network approximately every 2 seconds. But accepting the award on behalf of ChargePoint is Michael Hughes. So please come on up and accept your award. Thank you very much and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Catherine, right? Awesome. Thank you. You can hold that. Hi, everybody. I'm nowhere near as punny as my former speaker, but I would like to say, Catherine, it's coincidental that you invited us up here. Palo Alto's been a big partner in building charging networks, so we appreciate you doing that. And if you go to Palo Alto, you can get a charge quite easily, so you'll notice that. Just a couple things I want to talk about, and I won't be long. First of all, we're so excited to be up here. I mean, you know, following the speakers that have come up and been heroes for climate change by enabling huge projects in their organizations at EB Mud and Pittsburgh and all of the others, it's an honor for us to be a part of that group. And it's those kind of heroes that inspire the rest of us to do, hopefully, what we can all do to make a difference. And really, I think that's the theme of what I'll hit on today. So first of all, just in general about ChargePoint, and we talk about what we're doing and all those kinds of things, but really it comes down to one thing. Most of the emissions, or most of the problem, of course, is coming from fossil fuels, and that's us driving vehicles. And of course, the gating factor for any of us choosing an electric vehicle is, how am I going to get from A to B? How am I going to go to Tahoe? How am I going to go to my kid's soccer game? Where am I going to charge when that occurs? And that trepidation, that anxiety prevents most buyers from buying an electric vehicle. So more than a dozen years ago, or more than 10 years ago, we decided let's go after that problem. Let's solve that issue to enable people to think about driving electric. And we've been on that mission for quite some time. We're proud of the journey we're on. It's long ways to go, but you know, in that time, and you heard some stats in there, but 60 million gallons of gasoline that wasn't used. 60 million gallons of gasoline, more than 1 billion gas-free miles traveled. These are amazing things. And in fact, part of this is enabling greenhouse gas emissions to get prevented. And part of that means we've built the equivalent of a forest the size of Zion National Park to capture those greenhouse gases. But of course, we've got a long way to go, right? The climate is at risk between the forest fires and the hurricanes and all the things that we hear about every day. Clearly, climate is under change, and it's up to all of us to make a difference. We made a commitment at the Climate Action Summit, where I met Al Gore, which was super cool, and we made a commitment to 2.5 million charging stations around the world. We're at 64,000 today, so we've got a long way to go. If we do that, we will have built a forest the size of the state of Massachusetts, so you get a sense for the scale that we're going after here. So I think there's a lot to be done, and we're going to do our best to do what we can to enable that and prevent the greenhouse gases. But really, this isn't about the climate heroes that are up here today who are doing amazing things at their places of work or employment. It's about all of us, and we can all make a difference in the climate. And specifically around mobility, this is the biggest area of challenge. So crawl, walk, bike, or run whenever you possibly can to the place you need to be. If not, use public transit. But you can also, if you need to drive, I encourage you to drive an electric vehicle. Now, I'm new to the business, and so I thought, boy, that's a little crazy. But it turns out I've had an electric vehicle for a few months now, and I haven't been to a gas station. Does anybody really like going to gas stations? Wasting your time there, ending up all smelly. I get the best parking available anywhere all the time. And my car is super quiet and incredibly fast. So if you enjoy driving, you're not giving anything up by driving electric, and you're doing some good for the environment. But beyond that, that's an individual choice that we can all make. At our offices, our places of employment, that's the other place you can make a difference. So 80% of charging happens either at home or at the office. Offices, your company, your municipality, wherever you might park your car during the day, they're not required to put in electric vehicle charging. And we know that if they do, you're 6 times more likely to buy an electric vehicle. So the only way that this thing really happens is if you can charge at the office. So your sustainability department wants you to charge at the office so they can write that in the annual report, but somebody has to encourage them to do that. So the one thing we can all do is encourage our work environments to enable electric vehicle charging, and that will bring down the greenhouse gas emissions on our own. So I think at the end of the day, and by the way, it's for about the price of a cup of coffee per year, per employee. So this isn't some spend a ton of money kind of thing. So I think my message is I'm proud of all the heroes that I've seen up here today, but we can all be heroes too. We can all make a difference, and one set of thoughtful choices by any one of us will make a world of difference for the planet. Thank you. Have a great night.